everyone, hope you all are doing great. Today I am going to review the book The Market Mafia by Palak Shah and with a foreword by noted economist and parliamentarian Dr. Subramaniam Swamy. So this book is actually it's a self-published one by Norsen Press, which is one of the leading publishing firms, self-publishing firms in the country. And this makes me wonder why a book with such interesting premise and backdrop could not find an established publishing house. Well, the thing is, this book actually unearths some wrongdoings and corruption in the Indian stock market ecosystem, and it actually highlights some of the very high-profile cases which were brushed inside the carpet and which were concealed in such systematic manner that this book is actually it is likely to be one of the most controversial books in recent times. So we all know that we just got a mega hit web series, very interesting web series, the Scam 92, and which is based on the book The Scam uh, by Sucheta Dalal and Debasis Basu. And broadly speaking, this book actually takes the story forward. What happened post that? The Ketan Parekh, after Ketan Parekh scam of in around 2003, it speaks about from the era 2008 till 2015 when a whistleblower sent a letter from Singapore and what happened after that. So this book is actually it starts with how the non-serious approach of SEBI chairman in 2008 resulted in a massive data theft and manipulation of high-frequency algorithms at the National Stock Exchange. And it goes to speak about the installation of defective one machine, that is the colo trading infrastructure at the exchange by an unofficial decree, and how high frequency trading bots, that is HFTs, were implemented without the permission of authorities, and the nexus, it was a very close nexus between some PhD scholars, economists, bureaucrats, politicians, and brokers. We then also read about the great data theft from National Stock Exchange and Multi Commodity Exchange in 2016, and it was actually twice the data theft actually happened twice and in a very massive scale. Also, the bitter rivalry between the National Stock Exchange and Financial Technologies India Limited, which is FTIL, the promoter of the Multi Commodity Exchange, and the fiasco that occurred in 2013 involving FTIL, when a payment default took place after the Forward Markets Commission directed the National Spot Exchange Limited, that is NSEL, to stop launching contracts, which resulted in the closure of the exchange in July 2013. Then it then covers the the whistleblower sent from Singapore in January 2015, and then it also elaborates the preferential access scam, and here we get idea about how the 8 page letter was mailed to every leading reporters in the country, including Sucheta Dalal, who only she took it and published in her personal finance portal, Money Life, when other media companies refrained from doing the same. Then it also highlights how SEBI's investigation followed, and how the algorithm trading scam was revealed, and the so-called PhD scholars, it was a couple of PhD scholars who got crucial data from the exchange without any formality. So in one of the previous chapters, it also spoke about, it also highlighted uh, uh, the credentials of the PhD, so-called PhD scholars, and in which we also got to know some shocking information, shocking revelations. Then we go to the underreporting by SEBI of the illegitimate gains made by some securities and brokerage firms who escaped the regulatory action. It also highlights the role of some top politicians and their relatives. Of course, I'm not going to take any names, but one can guess, and one can imagine who they might be. So, who were found to have links in the scams. Not only this, but many other scams, and in fact, the case proceedings is also going on. So, hence, as it is sub judice, it is better not to take any names. And however, when it came for the National Stock Exchange to announce the final verdict in the Colo scam in April 2019, the stock exchange said there was no fraud involved, but a case of mere procedural lapse. So after that, a couple of top politicians, couple of top officials passed five separate orders, which instead of joining the dots and linking the chain of events, cut the entire scam into pieces to arrive at different conclusions. And so this basically, these are the basically the key areas, and uh, which were discussed, which were narrated so expansively, so extensively, and we also get to know how conveniently the officials and the ones who had this nexus so conveniently pushed the entire things under the carpet, whereas the sufferers were the common public, and the people who have invested their hard-earned money in the stock market, as well as some honest and some conscientious employees. So this basically we also rate that in the scam, and this is a we can say a sequel to the scam, this thing. Hopefully this also um, get to made into a web series, and it will be a good one if it is made to that. So if I rate this book, if I review this book, how is this book different from the scam? Because I after I saw the web series, I went to the book and I read some chapters, some pages. So scam is actually written in a very the storytelling aspect of it is very strong, and the narrative is also very nicely written, and but the scam book is about 377 pages. It is a bigger book than it is. This one is 238 pages, and the scam is actually, it starts with the temple scene where the SBI officials will go to a place near Coimbatore to get Srinivasan. So it starts from there, and very interestingly, it picks up pace, and goes on to narrate the entire happenings. And this book, it feels more like a series of financial reports from 2008 to till 2019. But nevertheless, this book is also an interesting read. I liked this book. I loved reading this book. But my only concern was this book could have been picked up by an established publishing house, and the storytelling aspect could have been made a little bit in that angle. But this is a good book, and highly recommended. And I would like to recommend this to my friends who are into stock trading, stock investment in stock market. They will get to know some key information from this one. So this is my review. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you.